I was teaching him for about 3.5 months, 4 months. And then the director came to me and I had no idea this was going on. I thought we were going to do the movie already. But evidently, he came to me and said, listen, we have to do a screen test. And I go, what do you mean? And he said, well, the Black Tower at Universal, people with the money, right? Unless they see this guy work, see a scene, they're not going to give us the money. And I said, oh, and that kind of surprised me because is Rob Cohn, and I worked for Rob Cohn before, and he's working for Universal. Rob Cohn was a big shot before The Dragon. That's how we found each other. We worked together before. But after the screen test, I realized that, listen, I didn't know Bruce Lee, and I needed more than just me, because my version of Bruce Lee, which I as an amateur performer, copying him, that's all I knew of Bruce Lee. Just watching on film, we all used to imitate him. So after the screen test, it gave a green light. After they saw the screen test, me co-starring it, playing the bad guy, that they gave Rob Cohn the green light. I sat down and realized, I need something more. I need people that knew Bruce Lee. I need more for Jason. That was just in my mind. I had no problem about, once we got on the set, angles and fight techniques and situations and kicks and all. No problem with that. But the essence of Bruce, I couldn't give Jason. I could make it up. I could give him what I think. We sat 3 times a week watching every interview, every movie over and over again. That was part of his training. But I couldn't give him the real essence of Bruce Lee because I didn't know him. So a light bulb went off and I called Linda. I thought, let me call Linda. Maybe she knows some people in California. And I told her my problem. I wanted something more for Jason. And we had met before. That's one of the reasons why I got The Dragon, was because of Linda and Brandon. That's in the book. But training Jason was a full-time job. And Linda gave me Herb Jackson, Ted Wong, Jerry Bastilla, Jerry Petit, and Bob Wong. And I personally brought in Doug Wong, who is my master, because I knew, as far as Doug Wong, I knew he could teach him even more because he understood Jeet Kune Do. I didn't. I understood it just being a fan and copying techniques, but he knew it, right? So I brought in those guys to teach. It was a beautiful thing because I was there at every session, and I can tell you stories. Some of the stories are in the book.